Hi, everybody. Welcome to DJ NTV. We're here with our fine cast of characters today, and it's Boston John's Record Roundup. Thanks for tuning in. Before we get started, we'd like to quickly say thank you to our sponsor, DJ Event Planner. Please check them out and the other sponsors in the links down below in the information for the video. So welcome, everybody. Just want to say hi. I'm going to go across my board here in the order that I see everybody. Hello to Eric. Hello to Kevin.
Buddy. Hello.
Oh,
Hey.
Hello, Damon. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Matthew is here with us tonight. BSR in the house. And visiting us all the way from Las Vegas, DJ Jay Brandon is here.
hey, what's going on, everybody?
What's going on? So thanks, everyone, for being here. Hello to Brian K. and Scrappa off camera, and thanks for tuning in and watching in the background. So what we like to do is we like to talk about either an artist, a song, or something that maybe not everyone knows about, maybe fell through the cracks, maybe you haven't looked at it in a while, and maybe a reason to bring it back into one of your, hey, let's bring it back crates and see what's cooking with them. So I'm going to lead us off. I pulled for artist because there's a great number of hits, but this one I just happen to have handy, and I'd like to mention Debbie Gibson.
Ooh.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so she was the original Britney Spears, if you will. She was pop candy, 87, 88, 89. And for those 2 years, she was just cranking out dance tunes and ballads. Shake Your Love was 1987. That's the one that I've got here. But she's got also, what's the one that I was looking for?
Only in My Dreams.
Popular. Only in My Dreams was probably.
That was my jam.
I think that charted
That's
a
a
little
good track.
higher than this.
That was my jam.
Yeah.
She's still with us. She's 53 today, and she's still out on the road. Still doing.
She's
shows.
on the 80s cruise right now. Like, literally, as the show's being filmed,
Yeah.
she's on a cruise for the throwback 80s thing. She's
Okay.
one of the main. I saw her perform the other night. She looked amazing.
Right.
Voice is there, the whole deal.
Still beautiful. Still beautiful.
Put them together with like Tiffany and
Well, that was kind of her.
I think we're
Christina
alone.
Aguilera to the Britney. Yeah.
Aguilera to Britney, Kylie Minogue. I mean, they've been around since the 80s.
Kylie was her own thing, I think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
even today, you could put Taylor Swift in her category back in that day, I believe. Too. Really.
solo singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was pre-Mandy Moore, who did
Yeah.
Candy and
Yeah.
other stuff.
Yeah.
But the fun thing about Shake Your Love is she actually wrote it. It's not like that people are like spoon feeding her music. So she actually
Really?
was.
Oh, I didn't know
she's
that.
got the writing credit on this. So
wrote her
Oh, she
own
got
music.
publishing then.
Nice.
So-
That's
Yeah.
her money.
So that's for me. I'm going to say give Debbie Gibson a listen. She also had Lost in Your Eyes, which was a kind of a
That was a
popular
beautiful
ballad,
song.
beautiful song.
And she had a cologne you could buy at Kmart called Electric Youth.
Electric Youth was a big one.
That
Foolish,
was another one. Yes, I put seeds.
Foolish Beat. Yeah,
There's a story behind that. That's
I was like, yes. So I don't want to ask.
yeah.
I don't want to ask what high school girl told
It
you.
was
This is
kind
my
of fun
favorite
spraying it on
cologne.
random people at the club. It's like
Yeah, this is my favorite cologne. If you ever want to go out and buy me something, Brian.
yeah, kind of a floral thing going on there.
If you want to buy Brian something, he wears Dracar Noir. You can get it at CVS.
Do they still make Paco? Paco
We're
Rabanne?
not even
Paco
friends anymore.
Rabanne.
They still make
Yeah, the Paco Rabbit. Yeah, that's the stuff.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. Thank you for the input. And so Debbie Gibson, my pick. Check her out. She's got a bunch of songs. Look for her top 10 hits. Eric, what do you got for us this week?
I'm going to blow you guys away, and I always try to. This guy still holds one of the longest records on Billboard top 10 charts for 153 weeks.
John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. Thank you.
Always the right answer.
Always the right answer.
You're gonna say you lying well hung DJ when I tell you who this is. Okay.
You prepared a lot for that one, didn't you? You actually practiced saying that.
I wrote
That's
it
on a
down.
3x5 card.
Yeah,
I wrote
no,
it down.
he didn't just
Just
wing
lost
that
our
one.
PG rating again.
Yeah, there we
I
go.
wrote it down.
Gosh
So
darn
I
it.
wouldn't forget it. Okay.
Hold on, John Young's calling me.
He has sold over 1 million records. And that's not a lot, really. I mean, but he's sold over 1 million, and we all know him. Now, here's the, and you're going to say no way, but we all know him as the Bang Zoom You know who I'm talking about?
Andrew Dice Clay?
Okay. Yeah.
Jackie
Jackie
Gleason.
Gleason.
Oh, Jackie Gleason. Oh,
Bang zoom to the moon, Alice.
I wasn't close.
No.
From the honeymooners.
And last night he brought this up. We're like, I've never heard of Jackie Gleason anything.
All right, well, listen, I'm gonna give you a little history right now.
Okay.
So Jackie Gleason could not write or read music at all.
Like everyone today.
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
But you know
Billy Joel.
what this guy would do is he would explain the tune or the music he wanted to these writers vocally, and then make it happen. And I remember in one interview that he had it wasn't the sound he wanted. So Jackie Gleason said, listen, everybody, wet your guitar picks, put it in water, dip it in water, and then stop playing. And bang, that was the sound he wanted for that particular track. It's just amazing. Now, this guy, I'm losing track here. He actually wrote this, it was actually Jackie Gleason and his orchestra. That's what made him famous before the Honeymooners. And you know the Honeymooners theme, right?
Right.
He wrote that.
Oh, he did.
Well,
Wow.
he explained what he wanted, and they made the music. So technically he wrote it, but he didn't, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It does.
He had a ghostwriter, so he just explained it and someone else.
He would hum it, and then they would have to transpose that to notes.
You're right. He would say,
Yeah.
this is what I want it to sound like.
Do
And
this, do that.
actually track, if you don't know the name of that track, is You're My Greatest Love. That's Jackie Gleason's creation for the Honeymooners theme.
That's interesting. I didn't know any of this.
Right.
No, I didn't either.
So,
I knew Eric went to high school with Jackie Gleason, but I didn't know this part.
I knew Eric was a some bitch, but I didn't know this part either.
some bitches. Yeah. But
Bastard.
there's just
Smoking the
we all
Bandit
know
reference. for you.
Jackie Gleason as the actor and
Right.
Smokey and the Bandit. And he also did another movie with Tom Hanks called Nothing in Common.
I remember that. Yeah.
If you've never seen this movie, take 2.5 hours out of your life and
It's a
watch
long
it.
movie.
It was a
it is
good movie.
It is a very good movie. Tom Hanks plays Jackie Gleason's son in the movie.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir. Yes.
What years was Jackie Gleason active as a composer conductor?
Well, I just happen to have that answer.
Freshman and sophomore, I think, is what he's going to say.
1961 is when he wrote the
Honeymooners theme.
So senior.
That's not possible because
No,
the Honeymooners theme was being played in
wait.
1955 in Back to the Future. That can't be right.
That's time travel. That's different.
Here we go. Somebody thinks the DeLorean is real. There we go.
Hold on a minute. I got my facts. Just give me a second to pull them up here. I got a lot of notes.
I'm here to fact check because I watched Back to the Future.
3 hours later.
Only a half-hour show, man.
Right here, 1953,
Okay.
69,
That sounds
Okay.
better.
when he was doing the orchestra stuff.
Right on.
But we all know before 69, the Honeymooners came in.
Right.
Before 69, it was boring. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Which show are we doing?
Now, but 1961, he actually earned an Oscar nomination. He didn't win it, but
He held back on that word.
For, I can't even say the word. Somebody help me. Melancholy.
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 Melancholy, is that what it is?
Melancholy.
Melancholy.
You guys met my wife earlier.
There's got to be somebody that owes you money that you could go collect from right now. No?
He's a
He was working with the Oscar. The
Jackie Gleason's
Oscar.
estate. Yeah, it's an
Oscar. No, but
He was nominated, but he didn't win. He was
I didn't know there was a K in the word Oscar, but
he earned an Oscar nomination.
The W.
Anyway,
Very good.
An A. Ooh, Oscar.
All right, so
That's
Jackie
right.
Gleason. That's
All
a
right,
good
that's
pick.
nice.
And 158 weeks, you said it on the charts. That was
That's a lot.
That's a lot of weeks.
That is a lot of weeks.
It's like
Now,
3 or 4 years.
153. But
You have two choices: this or Pink Floyd, "Dark Side of the Moon." You
but
pick
didn't
one.
Thriller?
That lived on the charts forever, like 10 years, right?
No, but didn't
Yeah.
Michael Jackson's Thriller live that long too on the charts? I thought it was.
I don't know, but it's
I don't. I wish I had a phone that I could say, "Hey Siri, how long was Michael Jackson?" My phone just
Hey,
lit
Siri.
up.
No, so did everybody who's watching the video. Their phones all
Yeah.
just lit up. Thanks, Jay.
Thanks. Sorry, everyone.
What's late, Siri?
Yeah, and I was like, Alexa, and then
What was the album,
whole world lights
Alexa?
up.
Yeah.
No, but that was my pick because everybody associates Jackie Gleason with acting, the honeymooners,
Sure. Interesting.
Drinking,
but they
smoking.
never knew.
Yeah.
They never knew he sold 1 million albums
Dying young.
of something he never actually wrote because he didn't know how to read or write music. But he explained it
Well,
vocally.
he created it, though.
Right. He did.
A lot of
create
guys
it,
can't
yes,
write
yeah.
and read. Billy
Yeah.
Corgan, watch the Rick Beato. He can't read or write music. He explained to somebody how he wanted an orchestra to sound. That's obviously what Jackie did. He said, I want it to sound like da 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 da. And the guy's job was to take da 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 and transfer it over to
Right.
play this.
Right.
I think there's a ton of that kind of music out
So
there.
I hope with
And
my
it shows
pick,
talent.
I hope with my pick it put a different a perspective on Jackie.
Yeah, that's parallel universe
to
stuff.
you
right
some bitches. Okay, go ahead. Who's next?
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Buford T. Pusser. I appreciate it.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
was Ed
And watch nothing in common. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin's got something to say.
Kevin, what do you got for us this week?
My song that I have is probably maybe almost a one-hit wonder. It was two young ladies. They were from Russia. This is their second album, the first in their native tongue,
It's going to be.
which
Could be Heart
is,
and Soul.
and the artists' first names are Lena Katina and Julia Volkova, and the group was called Tattoo. And
Oh, wow.
Oh, all the things she said,
Like
right?
TATU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other song that I have that I'm familiar with is Not Gonna Get Us.
I remember that one too.
Get us.
Yeah.
Not gonna get us.
Yeah, I didn't know they were Russian.
Tattoo.
They were Russian. They stayed together till 2011, separated, supposedly are back together in 2022. Did perform at the opening ceremony of the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi.
Wow.
I think they were dating, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
I think there was that kind of element about the group Tattoo also, which
Wow.
made that All the Things She Said song just a little bit more spicy and erotic.
And if you
There you
happen
go.
to watch the Not Gonna Get Us video, or was that the one? There was one of them. It's very violent at the end. There's gunfire and blood splattering all over the wall. And it's
They're
like,
Russian.
wow.
What are you gonna do?
so
But you got
Sign,
to
in
make it
the,
interesting.
sign of the times, not Prince.
That's a vodka. That's a killing.
That's what happens at the end of a long day of vodka.
Earworms ones that always got stuck in my head back when I was youth.
That's a great song. I played that a lot in like early 2000s or whenever that hit, like 2001, 2002. That was
Was 2000, let me see.
that's going to be right around there.
Released in, no, that was 2003 was the second one. The first one was 2002.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would say 2018 just to see the look on your face like, yeah, that's what I meant.
So Tattoo, look up the group TATU with the little accent over the top. So thank
I
you.
wasn't far off with Tapau. Let's be blunt.
No,
I mean,
those were the
teams. It was close.
I got on the green. I wasn't in the cup, but I got on the
No.
green.
Yeah, you weren't in the sand trap anyway. You
No.
got
The
close
weird
to the
thing
hole.
is I'd already done the Pal Heart and Soul, I think couple weeks ago or so.
Yeah, you did. You did give
I
us
don't
that.
pay that much attention, so that would be.
I don't even know if you were here. I think you were traveling, Jay. I don't know
Oh,
if
I
you
could have been
were there,
traveling.
I was thinking of a Romanian act, but it doesn't matter. You guys wouldn't know it anyway.
Oh, you got specific now.
Right. Well, you still got time to change your pick if you see how.
No, I'm on my
things were
pick
coming
here.
along. You're on your
Or
pick.
it
All
could
right.
have
Got
been
my
like
pick. It's sitting here ready to
Bordello.
go on deck.
All right, excellent. We would like to welcome a first-time appearance for Damon. Damon, you get a song or an artist that you'd like to share with us and have us look into.
Yeah, I sure do. Thanks for letting me join, guys.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, I'm going to take y'all back to late 80s with a group called Seduction. Putting you on the club mode right now. The song It Takes Two.
That's my favorite one.
Takes two. It takes two. Me and you.
You got to pitch it up a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but-
sweet.
I'm a +3 pitch, no master tempo change guy on that
All right,
track.
here he goes. Yep.
Exactly.
He's
And
a
of
fan of
course,
that.
there's also the guys who produced that track back in the day. You know, CNC, David Carrillis and Robert Cole. I mean,
Yep.
a lot of people didn't know that unless you was a DJ, you know,
Mm-hmm.
especially
But
the
they
mix
didn't know
they
who
did.
they were yet.
Yes,
really.
they didn't know
Yeah.
who they were yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's my record for today.
I like Heartbeat
you,
too.
Damon.
That's a really good
Oh.
song.
Heartbeat was a good one too. I like both. I used to wear both of those tracks out.
Now, I would argue that would be freestyle. Some people
Yeah,
would argue that would be
Yes.
music, but I think it fits either category.
I think
I put it more. I played it more in the freestyle sets.
Me too.
Yeah.
I have a Stevie B remix of that, so I would
Oh,
go
shut up.
freestyle.
You don't got nothing.
Sorry. Sorry.
Stay in your lane,
yeah.
pal.
When
Your
Shannon
freestyle's
did
whack.
background vocal, right? Was that Shannon that did background vocal? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, wasn't
Yeah.
George Lamont in there somewhere too?
I think George Lamont produced it because I remember Lisa and the Cult Jam were the engineers. I'm just saying.
Just,
That's
yeah.
the version I got. I'm just saying.
Jay, don't you have a phone call to make?
Yeah.
What's that? Where am I? Vegas?
So
They're
Google all
gambling
those names,
around?
freestyle heads. Google all those names that you just heard because those are all great
Great.
songs.
We just
Great
covered,
pick.
we covered
That's an
the
awesome
entire
pick.
freestyle world there.
Great
Yeah.
pick, man. That
It is.
I love
that
that
is
track.
great.
That's a
There
banger.
There are
track.
different versions of that track. There's certain versions that just hit right. I mean, just
Yes.
even a listener. They
Yeah.
just hit right. Other versions sound like they belong on the Adult Contemporary channel or
The
something.
one that starts with the keyboard, right? Like kind of the electric piano. Dee, 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 kind
Yep.
of
It's gonna be fast.
That's the right one.
I think
That's
we
the
should
right
all
one.
listen to it after the show.
Actually, no, the right one doesn't start like that. The right one starts with a beat.
There was two different versions that are really good. So
Yeah,
I don't have the 12-inch in front of me right now, but I have to dig it
I got
out.
it. I got it back here.
Cool. We're gonna play that after class, and you should too. Take these tips and play these at home once you're done watching the show. Thank you,
And I
Dave. For a great
I
pick, my
believe
man.
it's located in 12C, Brian. 12C3.
Row 12. No, he's alphabetical now.
Well, I do have a freestyle section.
See?
Yeah.
That I
That's
do
in
have.
12. That's in 12. I know.
Yeah.
It's separate from everything
It's
else.
the second biggest section after Prince.
Freestyle and now Prince is in pop, but freestyle and disco have their own sections aside from pop. But, yeah.
Yes.
As they should. As they should.
Yeah, and you grab them all at once.
Sometimes
And
you just want to play some freestyle.
That's it. Got to bust
Yeah.
out the freestyle for sure. Thank you, Damon. Appreciate that.
Great, David.
Matthew,
Great choice, man.
Nice
All
one.
right, thank you guys.
Matthew, you gonna play with us tonight, or
Yeah, I'm in.
you're in? Okay. What do you got for us this week?
Looking for a nice, mellow but still somewhat upbeat instrumental, and it's a nice long one. It's about maybe 10 minutes long.
Bathroom break song.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, Riviera Paradise.
Beautiful song.
Who said that, Jay?
Underestimated, beautiful song. Yeah.
Jay, you picked that right out, right? When you said 10 minutes, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You play that during dinner or cocktail at a wedding, especially dinner. And you can follow it if you want to go all Stevie. You can follow it with Lenny, which is another 4 minutes. So you got almost 15 minutes of amazing instrumental with Paradise and Lenny. Yeah, just phenomenal song.
I'll
Great,
be honest.
great
The first thing that
choice.
came to mind was Feel So Good, Chuck Me and Joni. But
That's a great song. But for guitar,
right,
for
right.
a rhythmic blues deep dive track, he is dead on with Paradise.
And I don't think Feel So Good's 10 minutes long either. I think
It's
it's
like
more
7.
six.
If you get the 12 on it, it's
Yeah.
long.
No, this is a journey song. Matthew's talking a track that is like literally from beginning to end, like a journey. It's got a build, it's got a breakdown. It's an amazing track. I play it a lot for dinner music.
See, once in a while, Matthew, you'll come up with a good one, right? Well, we got to give you
You did
credit.
tonight.
Yeah.
You hit it.
And Stevie Ray Vaughan is an artist in general, taken way too soon. Obviously, played guitar
Yeah.
for Bowie and had he's on Modern Love. That's his work. Plenty of solo
Yep.
albums. Texas Flood, Couldn't Stand the Weather. Just Stevie's just dynamite.
Yeah.
You're into
He
that.
died here. Like
He did. Yeah. After that show, he crashed into a
in
mountain
Troy.
in Chicago.
If you ever seen me take pictures of my car at Gus's, the drive-in,
Yeah.
that's Troy. That's where.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
And he played it with like Robert Cray and
Wasn't
Eric Clapton.
there? Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was like 3 or 4 different guitar players there, and it was like Stevie got in the helicopter, took off, and
Hit the ski hill.
Yep.
I skied on that hill too. Yeah.
That's a shame. Yeah.
It really is. An
Alpine
insanely
Valley
talented.
Music Amphitheater. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
still in
that's,
operation.
yep, 100%. With 1990, 91?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was 90 or 91 it happened. And I think it was in the summer. I seem to recall it being
Only
a
the summer. They
July
didn't
or
do shows
August
in the
thing.
winter.
Yeah, no, it's
They shows
just,
in Alpine in the winter.
Was
I like
it-
that.
yeah,
was it
well,
just-
that's why the memory for me is like July, August or something.
It's foggy.
I'm trying to remember. Was it just him on that flight, or was there another artist that was?
Well,
I don't think there was anyone of notoriety on the
Pilots.
flight with him,
Yeah.
but he had just played with Eric Clapton, and they all said he was in just amazing that night. He was sober. He had given up booze and coke and everything beforehand. He was really on his numbers. Everything was perfect. It was a beautiful night, outside arena kind of thing. And
It's almost the same story with like Sam Kinison. He got straight and then got in the car accident and got killed.
yeah,
And it wasn't his fault either, that
he
accident.
No,
got
it
killed
wasn't
out
his
here too. It was
Killed
out
by
here in
Nevada.
Nevada.
Yeah.
He got killed by an 18-year-old drunk driver. He
Right.
had beers in his
Like
truck.
a pickup
pickup truck.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And he
Yeah, so
hit
the-
Sam head on with his new wife of 2 weeks.
Oh, awful.
So that's
Great,
a lesson for you kids.
I don't know where my car keys are, but I know
this.
this. Yeah.
Great pick, Matt. Thank you. And so Stevie Ray Vaughan, add that to the pile for tonight. Absolutely.
Seriously, that's an amazing
Awesome.
song to play.
Check that one out.
Yeah.
BSR,
I'll definitely add that
bullshit.
to my collection.
What was that?
We'll play
I
that
said,
out
I'm
in the
definitely
show.
gonna add that one to my collection.
Yeah, no, it's trust me. If you want to hear a song, close your eyes and listen to that. You will walk away different. I guarantee it.
Life
Yeah,
changing.
100%.
And 10 minutes goes by like nothing.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
it is
Excellent.
amazing.
All right, we're going
Really
to
is.
move over to BSR. BSR, what do you?
Well,
what
did Jay go?
I got him at the end. Unless you want to put him, you guys can flip for it. Who wants to go?
Doesn't matter. I'll go now or I can go after.
Go now, Jay, because I'm going to be a minute.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a greatest hits album with 18 songs.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to give you the titles of, let's do 16 of the 18. Now, if you're not a big, huge fan, you might go, oh, I don't get any of those. But if you're a fan, you'll kind of walk out of this going, oh, geez, there's 2 songs I don't know on this album. Let's start here. Track 1, Mandy.
Barry Manilow!
And let's do track 2, Looks Like We Made It. And let's do It's a Miracle.
Oh, haven't stopped
Love
me
that
yet.
And
song.
let's do
I'm
Trying to
not
Get the Feeling Again.
Dig it.
Weekend in New England.
Beautiful.
Copacabana.
Wow, never heard of that one.
What?
Daybreak.
What?
Even Now.
Oh,
My fave, Could It Be Magic?
that one's interesting. That
Can't
was really
Smile Without You.
yes.
Somewhere in the Night. This one's for you.
Wherever you are.
I Write the Songs.
He sure does.
Bandstand Boogie.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll leave it at that. And there's, I believe, 2 or 3 more tracks.
What year did that come out? This particular greatest hits.
1970, I believe 78.
Because
So
I remember
wasn't
he
that
had
right
Greatest
around-
Hits Volume 1 and Volume 2 in the 70s.
He did. This is volume 1.
Wasn't
Okay.
that right around Copacabana too? That
Well,
wasn't.
you mentioned Copacabana.
Copacabana is on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it
on
is.
there.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
No. That's okay. Yeah, no, it's on there. I'm not overview songs.
Is it a miracle on that one, or is that in Volume 2?
Yeah, he
No,
said that.
it's a miracles on there.
It is.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
heard him
no,
say
it's dude, it's
To me, that was
insane.
always like the closest he ever gets to like a Motown track.
Yeah, 1978. I mean, I'm sorry, but good luck finding an 18 song album that those are the tracks I read you. They pretty much everyone in this room knew. Like if you're a fan, even if you're not a fan, there's probably 10 of those tracks you know. So
Not to mention after 78, what did he come up with? Tons more.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch.
he
Yeah.
had other stuff,
Really
yeah,
is.
but his initial career, the 70s
Yeah.
segment,
He
was
hit hard.
very strong.
He hit real hard in the 70s.
And he wrote like he's the writer. This wasn't, just I'm just gonna sing what they give me.
Singer,
He's out
songwriter.
there writing. Yeah.
Yeah, he used the piano for Bette Midler coming up, and that was kind of gave him his launch. And it was it like 75, 76. He just started.
Six
banging out
Degrees of
hits.
Separation, Frankie Knuckles and Barry Manilow.
Yeah, they
Barry
had to work together.
Manilow
The same
is
bathhouse or something. Yeah.
at the Continental Bathhouse, which ultimately became Plato's Retreat, which is actually in New York City, and it's the Hotel Astoria.
Mhm.
Frankie Knuckles worked there when Barry Manilow played piano for Bette Midler.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've got these, people falling through each other thing.
Mhm.
Frankie Knuckles' best friend was a guy that worked in this garage called Paradise. Guys, Larry Levan, and then Frankie Knuckles goes from New York down to Chicago. And
Over.
Brian, help me on this, but I believe is pretty much one of the creators of what we now know as house music from the Warehouse.
In a nutshell, yeah.
Yeah. So, there was a lot of paths crossing back in the day, and I think Barry Manilow is still, and right around the corner from me, give or take a mile, is Barry Manilow tonight performing. So
I think it would be fair to
Really?
say that Frankie
Wow.
Knuckles cultivated or curated what became house.
yeah, but he did it out of Chicago, though he was from
Yes.
New York, because his good friend that he went to school with, Larry Levan, again, you have these people all kind of bump into each other and know each other and, end up ultimately becoming amazing. And a guy that I went to school with, David Mancuso, had the loft
Wow.
because we were in the fourth grade together.
Brian K.
Well,
mentions in
yeah.
the chat
Yeah.
that Barry wrote a whole bunch of jingles.
Yeah, that one has surprised me.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah.
Stuck on Band-Aid. That's him. I'm
That's
stuck
right.
on
Yeah.
Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on me.
He
That's
wrote
Barry
that?
Manilow. He
Oh,
wrote
new
that.
endorsement. Excellent.
Yeah.
My
He
mom
wrote a
thinks-
bunch of other ones too.
I don't
Brian,
know.
if you know them, put them in the chat. I know he wrote a ton because when I saw
Wow.
him last year, and apparently there was
Slinky.
alcohol in the
he
water
did
because I
Slinky.
swear I ordered water.
He did Slinky.
Flinky.
Oh yeah, no, he did. He did them in his show. He was
Wow.
like, I did this, I did this, I did this. But the Stuck on Band-Aid was the one that the entire audience sang back to him. He was like, "Yay,
Yay! That's why I made all that money.
yeah!"
My,
Glad I got
my mom's a
residuals
big
on that.
Barry Manilow
I-
fan. And when I was a kid, we had the Barry Manilow live album.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
blue and he's got his arms up like this.
Yep.
Or whatever.
Yep.
And there is a track on that record. I think it was a double album, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
I
double.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's part of that album where it's all like a compilation of all the jingles that he's done.
Neat.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called though, but yeah, I think KFC was on there too, and or something. I don't remember them all, but
Very well could have been. I mean, he was prolific in the jingle market. He didn't like his own voice. He tells the story of being very young. His grandfather's took him in a little place in Coney Island that was a little recording booth that you could sing and it would produce a actual album.
Oh, I cut a little 45 for you
Yeah.
there, right there.
And he's like, I didn't like my voice. I never liked my voice. I can't sing. I wanted to play piano. I was into piano.
I'm reading
But
here now. He
my
did a
grandfather
Dr.
made
Pepper.
me sing, and look what it got him.
Yeah, look what happened.
You know?
He did a Dr. Pepper commercial.
I'm sure he did.
Yep.
He-
Yeah,
State
reading
Farm,
here
Dr.
now,
Pepper,
too.
State Farm, Dr. Pepper. Yeah, a bunch.
yeah.
Bunch.
Wow.
Very
Wow.
prolific.
He was the
Absolutely.
Geico lizard. I mean, a lot of people don't know that.
I had to lose a lot of weight for that role. That's really
Well,
good.
you know.
Character, you know?
AI does a miracle. It really does.
Is it
This
my
can't
turn?
be true. This can't be true. He did Like a Good Neighbor. State
He
Farm.
probably did.
Wow.
he was,
I'm
like,
going through the
prolific.
list. I'm like, wow. Yeah, stuck
They're
on
all
Band-Aid.
short.
There it
They're
is.
all like, that's it. Like, it's
Yeah.
a short little thing. He didn't write like a theme song. He was like,
Right. He didn't write
here,
Stairway
try
to Heaven.
this.
He was like, here's like 6 words and a little bump.
yeah,
on it.
what do you got?
Bump, bump.
Grab
Insurance,
a
like a
bucket
good
of-
neighbor. State Farm is there.
Grab a bucket of chicken for KFC. He did that one too.
Matthew brought that up. Yeah, he did
Yeah,
KFC.
Feeling free for Pepsi. Wow, there's a bunch.
That's
You
some
deserve a
paychecks.
break today, McDonald's. Wow,
Yep.
wow. Anyway, go ahead.
It's pretty
It's
impressive.
amazing.
Brian,
I can almost hear Eric's head exploding.
It's actually a lot more
Welcome to the
impressive
record
than,
roundup,
than
Eric.
Mandy. You know, I don't know. It just somehow is.
No,
John
it's just
C.
crazy.
bringing new wave stuff into the world. I tell
You
you.
know, we bring this to you guys. So you
Brian
guys
brought it
can
up. That was interesting.
No, Brian. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember when I saw him last year. He did do a bunch of, and I can't.
Huh. That I'll have to research a little more because I had no idea.
Yeah.
See, this
Yeah,
is
we
stuff
got to
we
look
did
those
not
up.
Big
know.
jingle writer.
I
Well,
love
money
it.
then.
I love it. We all learned something again tonight about now
See?
Barrett Manilow and Jackie Gleason. You know,
Yeah, I didn't know he had an album.
he had several albums. Yes, yeah.
Oh, it's a great pick and a great discussion on Barry for sure. Thank you.
And again, I can't say this enough, Eric. The fact that you support a kid you went to school with is just, to me, it shows who you are as a man. I'm just saying.
Oh, bitch. Yeah. All right, go ahead. I think Brian's up. I think Brian's up. Yeah.
BSR bringing us home. What do you got?
What Prince album do we have this week?
Oh, Jay.
I did a crate dig with the kids this week that I thought I'd share with you first.
Oh, yeah, you did a good
Yeah,
crate
you
dig.
did that.
I share it with the class, but I'll share it with the world now. So
Here we go.
everything's $2, by the way. In the last
$2.
record that I'm going to show you here, I got in the crate dig, and that is going to be our artist or my artist pick this week.
Sure.
So the first record I want to show you is my absolute favorite Toto song, and it's called "Hold On," and it's right here.
Great song.
The 80s.
Hold on.
Great
That-
song.
Oh, I'm
Great-
thinking of
great Toto song.
Santana.
Santana, right?
Santana.
I thought you said Toto.
I'm sorry,
You
I
did
meant
say Toto.
Santana.
And
I
I was
brain
thinking of a
damage.
different Toto song. So
I have brain. I
we
have brain
both
damage.
win.
So it's Santana, my favorite Santana song, not my favorite Toto song because Toto didn't do it. But anyway,
Right.
so when I moved initially out of Stevie's mother's house, I accidentally cracked this record and never replaced it. And I got a replacement for it right here. And that would
And it
be
cost you
Frankie Smith
$2.
Double Dutch.
Double
I can't-
Dutch Bus?
Yes.
Frankie Smith.
Passadechi?
Yeah, yeah.
No, Double Dutch.
Double Dutch.
Oh,
The double
okay.
Dutch bus coming down. the
Yeah, it's
street.
Double Dutch Bus. Frankie.
Yeah, I had a mint
But-
copy of that, and I cracked it in the moving process with the crate it was in. So I
But on the back side of that 12-inch is actually Double Dutch, which is a completely different song from the Double Dutch Bus.
this one's a little different.
Okay.
It was
I know,
probably
on
a
my 12
remake.
inch.
It was probably a
Oh no,
Reprint.
both sides say Double Dutch on this one.
okay.
Okay. Because one side was Double Dutch Bus, and then the other side was Double Dutch, which is completely two different songs.
Both
Right.
sides say Double Dutch on this.
Okay. I don't
Okay.
think you got Double Dutch
You
Bus.
should listen to it and see if
At the
it's
time?
different.
Throw it
the
on
links-
and give it a listen.
Yeah, if the
I
links
don't
were
think you
different.
have Double Dutch Bus, Brian, because Double
Yeah.
Dutch Bus was Double Dutch Bus. Double
Right.
Dutch, like Damon said, is a different song.
Well, I know Malcolm McLaren did a Double Dutch song, but this is not Malcolm McLaren. This is Frankie Smith.
Yeah,
So,
but Frankie Smith did Double Dutch and Double Dutch Bus.
okay.
Correct.
Well, I'll have to look and see what
You'll
I can-
have to listen to it, but
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Check that out.
Yeah,
This
What-
record I turned people onto last night because I don't think people knew it. And
No.
I played it and they liked it, and that is Billy Ocean Nights.
Oh, great
Great
song.
song.
I loved it. When
I didn't know it, but I do now, and it's a great song.
Yeah, it's a cool track. So if you don't know Billy Ocean Nights, I would highly suggest you YouTube it and check it out. I think a lot of the gentlemen here kind of pigeonholed it as disco. I think it's more R&B.
I
It's
thought
not
it
a
was
R&B
more
track.
disco, honestly. I gave it a disco feel, but anyway.
It's as disco as Gap Band is disco. It's just got that vibe.
Wow.
Kind of crosses, checks both boxes.
I got this one thinking about my friend Jay, and only thinking about my friend Jay. I saw it, I'm like, I got to buy it because he's got to see this. And that would be
On the dark
Mr.
side.
Johnny Taylor, What About My Love?
You got it. Yeah. Lola's theme, sped up.
Yeah,
Great track.
Lobo's theme sample.
Great track.
Yep, as Eric asked last night, yes, the same Johnny Taylor who did Disco Lady. It's,
Move it in, move it up. Yeah, yeah.
Are you ready for my featured artist?
Yeah, it's
we're
going to be
ready.
good.
Oh, we are.
We should have a
ready.
drum roll.
So
Is it
Mr.
close?
Rick Beato did an interview with this gentleman that he released this week.
Oh,
Fascinating. Absolutely 100%
great
fascinating.
interview.
And that would be Mr. George Benson. Here's my new copy.
Oh,
Yes.
love
Recorded
it.
live.
On Broadway, and it's 45
Broadway.
too. That's going to sound awesome.
How
Yes,
long
not-
is that? How long is that on that track?
5 minutes and something.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the live, right? The live is the better copy.
What's on
right?
the
Then it's
back?
switched
What's on the
again.
back? Instrumental?
You're gonna make me put my reading peeps back on.
Well,
here.
I'm just curious. I don't know.
No, it's all good. On Broadway,
Yeah.
and the flip side is We As Love. That is the flip side on side 2.
I bet you that's a great song too if you give it a listen. But yeah.
Oh, I know what album it's on.
Mhm.
And we'll get to that. So let's talk about George Benson a little bit without
Okay.
going. If you're really interested in George Benson, check out the Rick Beato interview. I won't rehash a lot of that. But this album right here was one that I remember hearing when I was really young. And I kind of put it in the same category as Love Unlimited Orchestra kind of thing. That's what it sounded like to me. And that would be Breezin', George Benson Breezin' from 1976.
Yeah.
Great song. Great song.
If you are a guitar player or a jazz fan,
He's a machine.
look no
Yep.
further. Look no further. And this Masquerade's also on here too, which was
Great track.
Beautiful.
Yep.
a hit.
Huge hit.
My favorite George Benson is right here in my hand. It's my favorite one.
Give me the night.
Turn your lover.
All right, tonight. Yeah,
Is that it?
I love this
Tonight?
one.
Yeah.
Is
Give
that
Me the
it?
Night. I
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
2
Give Me the
copies
Night.
of Give Me the Night. And in the
I
video,
like
he's
Turn
roller
Your
skating,
Love
and that's
Around.
awesome. Huh?
Turn Your Love Around. I think that's on the same album. as
Turn
that.
Your Love Around. I don't think it's on this album, and I don't have that
No?
on it. Disappointing.
But
No,
I
and I
love
love
that
that song.
Yes.
I don't.
I
think it's
thought
on
it was the same album, like the same.
Love Times Love off Broadway.
Oh,
Hoodie's Hood. Give Me the Night. What's on Your Mind? Dioran, Love Dance. That's one right there. Star of the Story, X. Midnight Love Affair, and Turn Out the Lamplight. Turn Your Love Around is not on this one.
but doesn't Turn Your Love Around and Give Me the Night sound a lot alike? Like they
Yeah.
have the same
Oh,
Yeah.
beat?
They do.
Kind of swingy.
Yeah, yeah,
They do.
yeah.
I get that.
Both great
Yeah.
tracks.
Yeah, the other one I have is this one right here.
What is that?
This one is In Your Eyes. And the big one on this one is Lady Love Me One More Time. That's the big one. On
Okay,
this.
lady.
I do not have the album with Turn Your Love Around on it, and it's a dirty shame.
Why don't you have Turn Your Love Around?
Because I suck.
Because he doesn't care.
Probably on a disco compilation you've got somewhere.
Do I need to send you another album, Brian? I will.
I'll find it. I'll
I know
find it.
you will.
Lots
I
of great
will.
hits from George Benson.
You need
Other
the vinyl
machine.
of Turn Your
Yeah,
Love
but
Around.
watch the interview
Whatever
with
the
Rick
follow-up
Beato.
was to Give Me the Night is what Turn Your Love Around will be on. And that's a fantastic song.
It is a great song. I think you need the vinyl to that.
Herb Albert signed him just because he'd heard about him.
Yeah, to A&M Records.
A&M Records.
Yeah.
A&M Records. And they mentioned this in the interview. When he did this Masquerade, which is a song George wasn't really into, but the producer said, we should try this. Herb's like, oh, wait, he sings too?
We didn't know.
Didn't know.
Amazing.
Thought he was just a player.
Amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
And as you guys were talking about earlier about reading music, George
Yeah.
doesn't really do it either. I mean,
That came
Don't
later,
read it
yeah.
or write it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, yeah.
Initially, no.
you can't read it. And yeah, you can kind of play along. You tell them what key to
You can
go.
do chord charts.
Yeah, you can do chord shows, but you can't read music. So,
Right.
and what's interesting about that, and the reason it's relevant, is because George also does scatting as he's playing. He will sing the notes he plays on the guitar.
Yep.
And that's how he communicates.
Very well.
His brain communicates to his fingers what to play. It's not sheet music. He hears it in his head, does it out loud, and makes those notes happen on the fret.
And he actually does that on some of his singles. Like
He does. Yeah, he does it on
Give Me the Night.
Broadway.
There's a big section that Give Me the Night has that too.
Yeah.
So.
He does
Right.
it on everything. He does it on Give Me the
Right.
Night.
Right.
I mean, he's playing
Even
that.
the Masquerade, I believe he does that. In
A
it.
lot of it.
Yeah,
A whole
yeah.
bunch. They call it
That's
scatting.
amazing. Yeah, yeah. That's great.
Anyway, that's my pick for this week.
Super
Awesome.
great pick. I think we had a very successful round. Thank you everyone for hanging out and sharing your artists with us tonight. We'll
Today's haul from West.
Jay.
Nope. I'm in Vegas. Anything can happen.
Hey, I've got it. Anything can happen in Vegas. So thank you everyone for watching. Appreciate you for tuning in to Record Roundup. Thanks for supporting DJ and TV. Give us a like on the video, leave some comments, let us know if there's any artists you'd like us to talk about in the future. Thanks
And
for
whatever
watching.
happens in Vegas didn't.
Who came on Zoom?
Apparently.